Now,
Now, what is your opinion about the role of the Ministry of Aviation in all of this? These are the agencies that actually do the work. What work does the ministry do?
Well, the Ministry of Aviation plays a very critical role in civil aviation management in Nigeria. In fact, in the core responsibility of the Ministry of Aviation is formulating policies that would make for the application of the Chicago Convention and its annexes and any amendments thereto. So the annexes are broad, 19 in number, relating to different aspects of civil aviation. So ministry sets the framework, okay, policy framework. Now, like I told you earlier on, Nigeria had made significant progress. As at 1964, when we had the Civil Aviation Act, the responsibility for formulation of policy, make a formulation of regulations, lied with the Minister of Aviation. Because Nigeria needed to comply with the annexes and recommended practices of Okewu, Nigeria separated these functions. So in 2006, the powers to formulate policy was clearly separated from the powers of the NCA, DGNCA, to formulate and implement regulations for safety. So there is a line between the two. So ministry should create that enabling environment for all the other agencies under it to function. I think that's the role of the ministry.
All right, Benjamin, I was going to ask you, how does the sector, the aviation sector, feel? Because the moment Princess Stella Odua left office, it seems as if there's been some changes with the leadership. And even some analysts, aviation analysts, were saying that some of those people that were moved out of their office by law should not have been moved out of their office because their term is guaranteed by law, but somehow they were removed.
Well, again, at the level of the union, we try as much as possible not to involve ourselves in the politics of who become the chief executive of either of each of these parastatals. But if you are making reference to NCA, I think the NCA Act is clear on that. And we have organs of government as custodians to ensure that laws, acts passed by the National Assembly are not only respected, are seen to be implemented to the latter. Having said that, changes that took place at the level of the chief executive of the parastatals, for us, because most of them were also coming from within, we had no issues to begin to protest or to begin to go against them because, again, if you look at them, what we have always insisted is that we have the ability, we have the capacity from within. And people who have served for a very long time should be given the opportunity as professionals to head the various parastatals. And because all of them were from within the industry, we had little or nothing to say concerning those changes that took place. But however, I must say that whether we like it or not, Stella Odua was able to take the aviation industry to a level in terms of infrastructural development. And we have always argued that if other ministers that came had done the same thing, done what she did in a way, in terms of airport remodeling, changing, giving new faces to our terminals to reflect the current trends in terms of traffic and stuff like that, would have gone somewhere.
So there is a big plus during her tenure that
in terms of
achieved
infrastructural development for the industry, yes. We are not blind. We cannot hide from that. Yeah, that is there for everybody to see. And we keep saying that why Nigeria, especially our airports, terminals are where they are today is because we don't follow processes of development. What do I mean by that? For each airport, there is a master plan. There's the development is supposed to be in phases. You see, all of them do phase one. they forget about phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. And phase 1 that was done 50 years ago before I was born is still what we are having in all the airports all over Nigeria. And there is no way you can evolve to meet the realities of time in terms of technology.
So you can't get to phase 4 if you don't move away from phase 1.
Well, we are all in phase 1.
Okay, thank you very much. I guess we will have to wrap up now.
Okay, thank you very much. We have been chatting with Mr. Benjamin Okewu.
Excuse me, please. Sorry.
Yes.
Just, if you would indulge me, just a few seconds. I have here a journal. It's an Okewu publication. And herein, there is, that's Okewu Journal volume 68, number 5. Nigeria, it has a special feature by Nigeria and Mongolia, the state of Mongolia. They are both members of Okewu. Just to draw your attention to something important relating to the issue of the merger. There is something on NCA which talked about its autonomy and separateness. Then, particularly relating to the ANS provider, that's NAMA. I just want to read. It says, this is Nigeria's profile as published by Okewu. It says, the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, was established in May 1999 as part of the International Civil Aviation Organization's compliance program, which advocates for the separation of aviation service providers from regulators. This is Nigeria's state profile. I will show you the state profile.
Okay, we have to
This
wrap
is
up.
changing the face of aviation in Nigeria. This is an
Okay.
Okewu publication.
Okay,
So you
now
will see the folly.
we'll have to write
In
another
that decision.
article
Yeah.
saying
Okay.
retrogressing the Nigerian aviation sector.
All right.
Okay, we have been chatting with the National President, Air Transport Services Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Mr. Benjamin Okewu, as well as the civil aviation lawyer, Mr. Ilitrus Amadu. Thank you very much for coming and looking at this very crucial issue with us, because our aviation sector has been in the news for a long time, and with good reason, because we seem to be going up and down, up and down. We're improving, and right now we seem to want to be going back. Thank you very much.
We can't leave it in God's hands, but we have to do the things. It's easy to say God will not allow, but He's giving us the liberty to make it happen. So, Alero, please permit me to just mention that as we move on to the next segment, but in between, we'll just let you know that our focus on the economy, Chimezi Obiwago will bring us another report on our look at the economy just right away.